So what we've got here is a trial to investigate how a crop roots into soil that has been moved to different depth. So it's one that we've been running all the way through the 3 years. Originally it was in winter wheat, and we did 3 treatments, one of a very shallow min-till just down to a couple of inches and then drilled, one to our sort of farm standard, which is working the ground to about 6 inches, and then one where we work the ground a lot deeper down to about 12 inches with a subsoiler. That went into a winter wheat crop, went into a quite a dry, so 3 years ago, quite a dry autumn. There was no significant difference in yield. Some differences in rooting characteristics were observed, but it didn't translate to a massive difference in yield. So we learned in year one, where we have a decent autumn, we can probably reduce how much we work the ground, which inevitably is what we're trying to do and what we want to do. Year two was very different. From a wheat that went into an oilseed rape crop, and we added in 2 direct drilled plots as well, one at either end of the field. Quite a difficult autumn again, quite dry when we established the rape, and then the autumn and the winter was very, very wet. What we did notice was where we direct drilled, the crop established the best, mainly because of retaining moisture in what was at the time quite dry. But then once we went into a very, very wet, a record wet autumn and winter, the rape, it didn't establish well at all, it didn't grow away well at all, and we actually had to write off the rape crop, unfortunately. So the following spring, that went into a spring bean crop. We kept the different trial plots, so again, 2 plots were direct drilled, the others were left the same. Unfortunately, a very poor wet time and then into a very hot dry time, the bean crop didn't establish very, very well and was a bit of a disaster. Again, we saw differences in rooting. The beans, I think, were more able to root where the soil was looser, where we'd worked it a bit more. This year, it's gone back into a winter wheat crop again. We've kept the same plots. Again, it's had a troubled time in that it was very dry when we drilled it. And then once it started raining in October, obviously very, very wet through October, November, December, and through the rest of the winter. It's holding up well. There's a few thin patches where water has sat through the year, but on the whole, it's doing okay. No major visual difference yet between the trial plots. We think anecdotally there might be where we've direct drilled the wheat after the beans. There might just be a bit of a better plant there. We'll get assessments back. We'll have a look at the roots and see how things are growing.
The Strategic Farm West cultivation trial was assessed for Normalised Vegetation Difference Index, or NDVI, and plant counts in October 2020. At the time, the field had a lot of volunteer beans in it. And in November, soil sampling was completed, including penetration resistance and VES, or Visual Evaluation of Soil Structure. When the NDVI scans were repeated in November 2020, the values were quite high, but this could be due to the size of that volunteer bean crop or the weather at the time of the scanning. In April of this year, biomass sampling, another NDVI and rooting assessments were completed at growth stage 30. There seemed to be a lot of yellowing in the plant leaves, which was probably due to the dry weather conditions at the time. Whilst the differences in treatments were difficult to see above the ground, the field team from AHDB have collected plants from the different cultivation treatments to compare rooting. The photos shown here show the plants collected from the direct drill and 30cm cultivation plots. On the direct drill plots, the roots are shorter and more compact, whilst on the 30cm cultivation treatments, the crop roots are more widely spread out.